Welcome back to the Talented 12. We are finally done. This is the final one, but I wanted to bring someone special into this. I have with me today the person that makes all of this go. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to do any of this stuff that we're doing here. And he's one of the most talented guys that I know. And I had to get this one done for the final one. Dr. Chris Willis is sitting here with me. And please tell us a lot about what we do here and why we do this and what inspired this, because me and you had a lot of talks and we were able to get this done.
Well, first of all, this is rare. Like, I do not get in front of the camera much at all. And it's good because I tell my students, like, you need to know how it feels, even if you're trying to stay behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. It's funny, like I was reluctant to do this because I don't feel like I'm doing all that much creative stuff myself, but I do get to be involved in a lot of creative activities. Mm-hmm. I'll say this in front of my students, I'm a boring white guy. Like, this is what you get. But mm-hmm. I get to know people in every community in this city, in every subculture. Mm-hmm. I get to go to some crazy stuff and people know who I am. And I'm like, I'm lucky. Like, I'm really lucky and blessed to be able to get to do all the things I'm getting to do. So I am grateful every day that I get to work with talented, creative faculty here on this campus, mm-hmm. and then these students, and you get a fresh crop of them every fall to work with. And it's been, I couldn't come up with a better job for myself than doing what I get to do right here.
Yeah. Man, this crew that we've had here has been talented. They're so amazing, they're so creative, and they have been willing to do anything. And I feel like a lot of that comes because they believe in what you do and how you help them. Tell us a little bit about why your talent is more than a hobby, because I know you were talking to Christopher Shaw earlier, and you said that of the feeling that it gives you when you're behind the camera and when you're doing these things. How does that affect how you teach?
Well, I mean, like when you see people spark into like, oh, I could do this, or mm-hmm. oh, I could do this with this software, or I could do these lights and make this thing look the way it looks on a movie. Mm-hmm. It's the best feeling in the world to just sit back and be like, go do the thing.
Do it.
And here at Chattanooga State, like we have all this stuff, like we have everything technological that you could want, and we put it in their hands and trust them to, take care of our equipment, but also just make some kind of content. And I've always been an advocate of, like, if you have an idea and you write out a proposal or whatever you have to do for it, a script, and then you work with people and then you get it done and then you put it out there and let the world see it and brand yourself, like that cradle to grave of getting a project done, no matter what it is. It could be a spreadsheet, but mm-hmm. it could be a short film, it could be a music video. Getting work done is always gonna pay off. And I like to, even sometimes like projects don't go the way we want them to, I'm like, still, we're gonna finish it. We're gonna put it out there. That's the point. So it's awesome. It's just so cool to be a part of it. And then to find people like you who are like, hey, I could do this here in this studio. Like, yeah, that's what we want. It's funny, sometimes people are like, well, I wouldn't know what to do. I'm like, nobody knows. Nobody, we're all just kind of, just kind of figure it out as you go. And I want my students to be kind of problem solvers. Like, mm-hmm. okay, this is going wrong, but what can we do to fix it? And like right now, I'm sitting out here. I'm not back there running the show. It's truly student run.
Yeah, it is. And I think that's what makes it really amazing. I knew I was going to, I know my questions that I have, and I was going to ask you this, but I kind of feel like I know the answer, but I do want you to say it. I feel like this moment right now is to pretty much to get you to understand what you're doing to impact the crew out here, you're impacting me and the people that we've had on this Talented 12, the impact of what we're doing. What motivates you to even get up and do this? As a professor, and you've been doing this for a while, there are days I know, and we're going to be honest, there are days that we don't want to get up and do this. Mm-hmm. But what makes you get up every day and say, this is what I want to do?
It's, for me, far and away the students. I love the diversity of students we have here. We have young and old. We have every kind of person here you can imagine, and that's my favorite thing, is getting to know people. I have a pretty easy time of just being real with people, mm-hmm. and I think that instantly kind of clicks with a lot of people who've you might see somebody like me and be like, I don't think I'm gonna like that guy. And then,
Right.
and then I found out, like I was talking to a kid about music videos, like Busta Rhymes videos. I was like, that was directed by Nigel Dick, look it up. And he looked up
Right.
this director and we
He
found
was
all
like-
these videos. And he's like, Mr. Willis, like, you know, I didn't think you and I had anything in common. And I was
And
like,
he was like, yeah.
it's not that hard. Like, there's always something. And I will say, like, you know, it's not like I'm teaching math. Like, this is fun to do. So
Right.
that's kind of built into the job here. And I'm blessed to be able to come in here and just create work with the students.
So, thinking about this, and I told you one of the things, and a lot of people don't understand how committees and stuff work here at Chattanooga State, but he's on one of my committees. He's actually one of the heads of one of my committees. I told you that I wanted to do something that was going to be legacy building, something that I was going to make a mark. What do you feel is the biggest mark that you've made here at Chattanooga State?
I think I've recently been seen as somebody who's kind of speaking out, like, hey, like, this doesn't make sense or whatever. So I think sometimes that makes people uncomfortable, but, you know, it isn't because I don't love this college or whatever. It's because we want everything to be great. We want everything to reach its maximum potential. So that's one thing, but I don't know, like, I think it's easy to get into any kind of state job and not stay motivated. But I feel like I've kept it, and that's always been my goal. Is I kind of, when I started here almost 20 years ago, and I worked at UTC before that, but you would see people who kind of checked out.
Yep.
And I was like, I just don't ever want to do that. I don't ever want to lose the passion. And if I do, I'll go find something else. I'll go travel and run trails or do all my other stuff that I like to do.
Because he definitely travels and has some of the most amazing pictures that you will see. My last question is like I asked everybody. If you could go back to your younger self and talk about this talent that you have, because this is a talent, to be able to help others, to get to this point and really get to express what they want to in this profession, what would you tell yourself?
I don't know. I was listening to you ask other people that, and I thought, I don't think I have an answer for that, because I feel like my younger self, I was dumb. I did some stupid stuff. I wasn't always the person I should have been, but that led to where I am now, and I wouldn't be here if I hadn't done all this stupid stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I probably could have been a little nicer to some people, but all in all, I would encourage young people today to get out and do things. Like sometimes, like after fall break or spring break, I'm like, what'd y'all do? And they're like, nothing. Worked or whatever. I'm like,
Right.
You should have gone somewhere. Like there's concerts, there's
Something.
and I feel like that's the one thing I wish for this generation, is just to take advantage of school trips or meet up in real flesh with your friends and hang out. Nothing wrong with online and gaming and all the other stuff, but there's something to be said for sitting down with somebody and laughing and having a good time that you're just not going to get online. So, and get out in nature, like get some sunshine on your body. Like, yeah, that is just good for your mental health, being around people and being outdoors.
Well, I can definitely say that I am blessed to have come across you and to have you on my team and on the committee for me. You've unlocked stuff in me that I wanted to create and I've always wanted to do. And you've never said no. You was like, let's do it. And to me, that is so motivating and it helps so much. I thank you for everything, man. I really do. I appreciate it.
I'm proud to work with you.
Same here. And I couldn't have done any of this without you and this wonderful team here. And everybody that has helped on this project, I say thank you. And everybody that we've had in on Talent 12, thank you. This means a lot. And I hopefully Chattanooga State will see what we're doing here and understand that this is a purpose. There are people here on this campus and in this community that need things like this. And it's all because of you. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.